Happy Monday, people. Happy Monday. Plenty to talk about tonight. Plenty to discuss about the outgoings of players. But first, this is vintage. This is beautiful. Love this shirt, man. So many memories with this shirt. David Beckham, Barcelona, 99. Oh, God. In my veins. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. It is cooler today. As you can see, I am not covered in sweat. And we got some stuff to talk about. But before we get into that, as always, football is a sport, but mostly it is about the people. And this today, I thought was stunning. This is great to see. Ruben Amorim, Dalot and Fernandes going and paying their respects to Liverpool, to Jota, and of course his brother Andre. Look, as I said, football is football. We have our rivalries, blah, but that is respect, and long may it continue. Let's have a look who's in the chat tonight. There's a fair few of you here. Very early tonight, Mustafa. I hope you're well. And yeah, she's fine. She's in there. It's not in there. That looks dicey, doesn't it? She's not in there, I promise you that. She's watching Love Island. And we are 8 away from 350. How the fuck did that happen? We got 300 last night. Boom. If you are new, make sure you are subscribing. Let's hit that 350 tonight. Fantastico. Chappie, welcome. And of course, Moxie, Sean, good evening. Brian Brigade. Yes. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't get upset. This week, I've said it. Hope you're well, Andy. Lucas, my friend, evening down, and everyone in the chat. Sancho is on his way out. So good. Sorry, that was ridiculous. Paul, hope you're well. And of course, Ben, hope you are well. So yes, look, thumbnail tonight is get out. Get these players out. We are seeing a lot of news coming out. Reports today that Manchester United, more importantly, Ruben Amorim, has told the players to all get back. The 5 in question we know are Rashford, Antony, Garnacho. 2 of them have been back already. Who else is there? Sancho. Did I say Sancho? And Malacia. Those 5 players have been told, get your asses back. Get your asses back now. But you can only train from 5 o'clock when the club is finished with what they're doing, when the players have finished their training and when the staff have all gone. I haven't got a problem with this. I haven't got a problem with this at all. This is what a club should be doing. When you have players that are no longer part of your club, no longer part of your future, then quite rightly so, you should be saying, ta-ta, off you go. We have seen it so many times over the past previous years where we've tried to get rid of players. They've ended up coming on tour with us. Some of them have ended up getting injured and we end up getting stuck with them. This here is a power play by Manchester United. This here is Manchester United saying, fuck the agents, fuck what they're saying. Don't care if Antony's lording it up on the beach, spinning around with a football. This is Manchester United telling them to come back, completely separating them from their colleagues at work and making them train aside after everyone's there. And I think it's brilliant. Now, we have criticised this club so much in the last few weeks. And do you know something? With good reason. But this here is what you need to do moving forwards. Now, this absolutely 100% comes from the manager. This comes from Ruben Amorim, who I believe, as we all believe, has had enough of these players, does not see a redemption arc, doesn't see a sequel for any of them, and in fact sees them as players that we can get money from. Now, what this does, now, in a work sense, I've seen this happen so many times. When you're in the office, okay, and essentially you're trying to manage someone out of the company, what do? You take them away from everybody. You either put them on gardening leave or you take them away from their friends and you essentially manage them out that way. They are separating these players from the club. Make no mistake about that. Whilst also looking like they're doing the classy thing in allowing them to train at the club. I ain't got a problem with this. Has anybody in the chat got a problem with this? Let me just go through some of these comments. Respect to Fernandes, Dalot and Amorim because yeah, exactly that. And this kit, man, this fucking kit. This kit's a thing of beauty. Boom. Yes, Valsey, hope you are well. I give up. We're not signing anyone or selling nobody. Come on, MUFC, power of positivity from you today. This I want to talk about in detail in a bit. I think this is massive for what we are trying to achieve with Brian. Welcome, Les. Looks like you're a newbie. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining. And we've also got Twanzabi. Yep, don't worry. It's all in the book. It's all in the book. And Hilvern, welcome from Dominican Republic. Crikey, you must be boiling, mate. I'm only just starting to get used to this weather as well. Mustafa, all 5 ain't coming on tour. Need to find a club. This is absolutely a power play, guys. I was riding a wave of positivity yesterday, and did I wake up this morning expecting here we go with Brian? Absolutely not. But this here was the next best thing. It really was. We have been waiting and waiting and waiting, and these guys have been given an extra week off. In all fairness, Rashford and Garnacho come back, but they have been given a week off, right, to find clubs. Where are the clubs, guys? Where are the clubs? The agents obviously aren't doing their fucking job. So what Manchester United are quite rightly doing is saying, right, you come back. You ain't having this extra week. You're still employed by Manchester United. Get back here. You can use the training facilities. But now we want you to see, not just from afar, but from up close, that you do not have a future at this club. And this has to be looked at as the right thing to do. So many times have Manchester United bowed down to player pressure. So many times have we allowed the players to essentially run what we're trying to do. This is changing now. This is changing. And, excuse me, by the way, there's some big characters in there. Sancho, got a big reputation of disrupting things. Rashford, Mr. Manchester United. Okay. Garnacho believes he is Ronaldo reborn. He believes he is the Ronaldo regen on FIFA. Okay. These are characters that Manchester United are clipping down to size and saying, no. You get in and then you fuck off. So I'm chuffed. I'm absolutely chuffed. Amorim letting the 5 train is the right decision. Shouldn't be anywhere near the new United team he's building. Lucky to be able to train there at all. I completely agree with that. Yeah, it might be brilliant tactics, but nobody's going to give us big fees for the players that the club want. Look, I think we're past the time now, MUFC, of expecting to sell these players for massive fees. Okay, I think we're past that time. The main focus now is getting them off the wage bill. That is the first thing. The likes of Antony, who we can't get anything back for, like we overpaid. Malacia, by the way, the other player, 3 million apparently. Celtic want him. Absolutely fine. I go up to Scotland twice a year. I'll take him up with me now. No problem. I give up. We're just not. Oh God, come on. Hilvern, come on. Where is the power of positivity, man? Lucas, can West Ham get Sancho with Kudos money? Yeah, they're not spending that money on him. This shows Amorim has big balls. Reminds me of Fergie. Hit a like on the video for this comment. Hit a like on the comment. This is the comment, okay? Too many times. Let me remind you of a couple of managers who have tried to go toe-to-toe with players. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, yeah? Louis van Gaal. People like this have tried to go toe-to-toe with players to be completely disregarded by the club and the players be backed. The most famous one was when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer dared comment about Rashford with the free school meal stuff and said, we need him to get his head down and get back in the game. Rashford complained to the club. What happened? Ollie comes out, has to make an apology. I'm here for a manager that is going to absolutely tear it up and say, get out of the club. We need that. Ben says, I don't mind if not interfering with the squad and we need them to be fit to have a chance of selling them. Completely agree. West Indies. Apologies, Hilvin. Apologies. They didn't like going home under Erik ten Hag, let alone starting work at 5. Well, this is absolutely facts. What else have we got here before I continue this? Yep, I got that. Don't worry. I did apologise. Apparently, Vitek is in the squad now because of an Arna out injury. Deborah, yes, well, there is news on that. We are still moving forward with the signing of John Victor. There was some talk that apparently Aston Villa are looking to try and get in on that. Fuck Villa. Off they go. We ain't got time for that. Mustafa says 5 days till match day. I cannot wait. By the way, before we go through these comments, couple of things, 2 things. First, subscribe. Let's hit 350 tonight. Secondly, I am absolutely buzzing for Saturday, regardless of the fact that we haven't made the signings yet that we'd hoped. I don't care. It's football back. It's watching Manchester United. You'd have thought after last season I'd have sat here and said, I can't watch this again. I can't watch this happen again. Absolutely not. I will be here on Saturday, live streaming and giving you my opinions. I can't fucking wait. Yes, Ten Hag did go toe-to-toe. United versus everybody says rebuild was always going to start with cleansing the dressing room, go back and go, oh, right, I think you put a GIF in there. It doesn't show me that, to be fair. And that's it. Yeah, Joe Van Gaal and Ralph completely agree. Ralph, open heart surgery. And yes, we need to get these guys out of our club. Now, of course, we are still waiting on Sancho to go to Juventus. We are still waiting on Barcelona to put together their beg story to try and get Marcus Rashford out there on loan. But I honestly look at this, right, and I say this does two things. A, it shows these players that are on their way out that they were never above the squad, okay? They were never above this badge. They were never above Manchester United. But I tell you what else it does. It shows the current crop that Amorim is working with. If you fuck around, you will be out of this club. And I'm here for it. Look, did we get the players that we wanted right away? No, we didn't. And we still are waiting. We're still waiting for the Brian news. But I feel like you're not going to... I've said this before to everybody who watches me on this channel. And if you're new, then I'm going to say it again. This was never going to be fixed in a season, okay? And I'm seeing people today, and this is what really fucks me off, okay? This is what really, really fucks me off. I am seeing people already trying to drop the in the know news. It's done. Brian's done. He's been given permission. He's on his way to Manchester. Yeah. Guys, instead of trying to be the first to do it, let's get factual. The guy was filmed doing his first day back at Brentford pre-season training. Let's not fucking do that. I'm sick to death of people constantly wanting to be the first to do it. It just frustrates me. Wages are killing us. Near impossible to sell players. How many have walked for free in the last 5 years alone? Well, this is hopefully the new way we're doing things. This is hopefully a change in the way we do it. I've seen we have a buyback clause for Matt Kovar. Probably spelt that wrong for 7 million. I know we're skint at 7 million. He's far better than the keepers we have now. He is off to, is it Feyenoord? I want to say that's been agreed, Ben. I think it's been agreed he's going to Feyenoord. Chat, just fact check me on that one. I'm pretty sure it's either PSV or Feyenoord. And Fednan, sorry, mate. Watching other teams' business makes me sick. Well, look, we can talk about other bits and pieces. We can talk about other bits and pieces with transfers. There is still news rolling in, and this was always going to happen. I nearly fell off my chair before. I nearly fell off my chair because I saw Iniacho was trending on Twitter, and I thought, don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare sign that player. That would just be a classic case of Manchester United, wouldn't it? Iniacho, 32, yeah, just got relegated. Yeah, we'll bring him in. He's leading the line, lads. Yeah, he's leading the line. No, that's not going to happen. Luckily, it was just a load of complications. Yeah, that's what I want with this manager. You don't have to. Sorry, you don't work hard. You get out. Yeah, completely agree. And as United versus everybody says, Glazers, Woodward, Arnold, Murta have put us in this PSR mess. I agree. And yes, it is PSV. Lucas says this strictness from Amorim is what United need. It's what they've been missing since Fergie left. All managers since Fergie have let players be in control. How long will this process take, Dan? Yes and no with that, Lucas. Yes and no. I do want to move on to the other things, but yes and no, because we did see Ten Hag go toe-to-toe with players. And what happened was I backed him at the start, like with the Ronaldo situation at first. I was like, no, this is my manager. And he was doing well. And then when you look at it and you deep it, he ends up falling out with players for the wrong reasons. Jose Mourinho did the same, didn't he? And Jaffa, hope you are well. Hi, this is my first time on the channel. I must say it's pretty positive compared to a few other fan channels. Need to throw out Trashford, Garnacho, Scam Show immediately. This is it. Right, okay. You probably joined at the right time, Jaffa, because the last couple of weeks I've been very miserable. However, we have got to move forward. And Manchester United this week, I still firmly believe it. I may be the only Manchester United fan channel that's saying this, but I feel confident that this is the week our fortunes are going to change. Okay. Yeah, Mourinho could go against his own shadow. Honestly, that guy. I said all along, people who doubted Amorim, that after what he did at Sporting in his first summer window, just wait and see how he does getting rid of players he doesn't want in his squad. Strong will. Completely true. Completely true. Never a more true word said. Now, the Richard Rios links are starting to get stronger. We're seeing more people. Ben Jacobs come out today saying there's a whole load of Premier League sides looking at this player. I still think this is one that we can do. I still think this is one we can do. And when you look at the money involved in this transfer, I said it last night, I think this is the player we go for. However, Manchester United in the recent few hours have been linked with Carrington Tolisso from Lyon. Okay? He's the captain of Lyon. Now, Manchester United fans, if you remember rightly, that's the guy that got sent off against us in the Europa League. That is the Europa League send-off. This guy's 30, okay? This guy's 30. Now, Tolisso, the first thing I'll say is we need a captain's attitude in this team. And I'll come to that in a second. Don't you worry, United versus everybody. We need that mentality of someone who's elite, who wants to come and do the things that we need. Apparently buys into the project that Manchester United are trying to do. Now, there's a couple of things with this. The first thing is, for me, I'm not sure. But this is Manchester United news, and we do have to go. Of course, we have to go through it. I'm not so sure he's what we need. This guy is more of a advanced sort of player. He is versatile. He can play it right back. He can play it, but he's more an attacking person. Now, the thing that strikes with me straight away on this is Manchester United, when we get Brian, we will have Brian, Cunha, we'll have Mount, we will have Bruno. That isn't the type of midfielder Manchester United are going for. However, 4 subscribers to 350. Let's make sure that we are hitting that subscribe button, guys. I want to see that tonight. We did so well. We did so well. Michael Adele, I think it'll be Europe. That's all it is. I don't care where it is. I don't care how we do it, as long as we finish in European places. So here we go. This is what I've got up together, because I feel like with the 2 midfielders that I've just spoke about there, Rios and, of course, Tolisso, we have to have a look at this properly. So let's bring this in. So when we look at Tolisso, he's more offensive, goal-scoring midfielder with a higher goal and assist tally. His versatility allows him to play higher up the pitch or even as right back. He's attack-minded midfielder with proven goal-scoring and playmaking ability, backed by extensive top-tier experience. Played for Bayern Munich, remember that. But disciplinary issues and injuries are drawbacks. Reportedly interested in the project, and with a value at 12 million euros, would fit in line with the poor budget Manchester United have. Now let's go across to Richard Rios, okay? Defensive midfielder with a focus on ball progression and defensive stability. His offensive contributions are minimal, okay? But his dribbling and tenacity stand out. This defensive midfielder with exceptional dribbling and tenacity, suited for breaking up play and transitioning attacks. His offensive output is lower, but his potential is high. At 25, he represents the future in the midfield. However, with other clubs circling around him and Manchester United's slow activity with the transfers, this could prove a problem. But available for 26 million. Guys, I'm telling you right now, Richard Rios over Tolisso, it has to be the way. My worry is that Manchester United will look at this one with Tolisso, go, hang on, 12 million? 12 million? Lads, get him on the phone now. That can't be the way we look at it, guys. That absolutely can't be the way that we look at it. 100% it can't. We have got a lot of people. Who has done this to me? Who has done this to me? I tell you what, man. Look at this. Look at this. We are being spammed by a Nana in, people. We are being spammed by a Nana in. And it is none other than LB. Still waiting for that man to come on my channel. Welcome if you're new, guys. Welcome if you're new. So this is where I'm talking literal here. Manchester United, once we've sorted out this Brian Mbeumo deal, we have to go and get Richard Rios. I'm taking this above going and get a new striker at the moment, because the striker pool is deteriorating. It is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. We have to focus on other things here. I 100%. If we're getting Brian in and Cunha in, that's goals. That is goals. That's creativity, and that's goals. Let's have a quick look at some of these comments. Jesus Christ, there's a few here. We're getting absolutely spammed with these Anana in, I tell you. I'm buzzing to see Cunha, Brian, and De Leon play this season. Absolutely buzzing to see fight, team, play, and passion. There's a lot of, I can see there's City fans in here. City fans, give me your honest opinion about where Manchester United are at the moment. I'm not sure I want to hear that. Are you taking promising but unproven Rios over the more experienced and proven but older Douglas Luiz? I would absolutely love Douglas Luiz. You know my theories on Douglas Luiz, okay? I want this guy in like that. I want him in lickety-split. However, I don't see it happening. I just don't see us paying the money at the moment. Manchester United had the best opportunity with Douglas Luiz in doing the swap deal with Sancho, and we seem to just be stalling on it. We seem to be open to getting the the 5 million payoff we got to pay him and take in anywhere between 8 million and 15 million. This was a home run. We should have gone in and got that sorted. But unfortunately, as we always do, we seem to fumble. Let's get some of these Ananas in. As if LB has said to do that. As if he is pushing me with LB. I'm fuming, mate. It's the last time I take you to Scotland. Would rather Rios, says Michael. Jackson in. Come on. Look at the state of it. Ten Hag in. He's absolutely pushing us here, isn't he? Hackney would be cheaper, younger, and English football experience. Well, this is the thing, though. We're not seeing too many links with Hackney. Now, Hackney, for me, again, I take what you said, but it's that English tax. And players like that, you better believe the second Manchester United are linked with anybody like that, it goes up. The premium goes up. Manchester United have got to be so much smarter when it comes to getting involved with these. We've seen it with Brian and Mbeumo. We were hoping that was done. They have been upping it. And Brentford have every fucking right to do that. Don't let any Man United fan sit here and say, fuck Brentford. They're mugging us off. They're not. They're doing what is right by their club. Manchester United have tried to do it with Rashford. They tried to do it with Sancho. They are doing right by their club. They see a value in their player and they want us to pay for it. When you're seeing the players around there, Jai Pedro, okay, Madueke, Elanga, you see these people going for the money they are, they're obviously going to look at their player and say, he scored 20 goals last season. United, yeah. It's going to be more, lads, yeah? So I'm not fussed. I'm absolutely not fussed. We don't want another injury-prone player. This is the thing about Tolisso. Tolisso missed so much football over the last 2 or 3 years. I don't agree with it. I don't think he's... we have to have a look at it. And yes, Herbal, hope you are well, my friend. Hope you are well. Good to see you. Good to see a lot of you coming in and doing what LB has said there. I'm not even going to sing it. Yeah, Dan in. We'll go Dan in. That's better. We'll go Dan in. Definitely would rather have Rios. We don't need a more attacking midfielder or backup right wing back. Get the 26 million paid and get the lad in now. Yes, Moxie. It's that simple. And unfortunately, look, there is a fair few of you. By the way, there's a lot of you in tonight. Make sure you subscribe into the channel if you are new and hitting the like button. How many times do we sit here as fans? City fans will do it. Liverpool fans, probably not this season because they've got fucking everyone they want. Arsenal fans are starting to get who they want. But other than that, how many people sit there, look at players and go, it's easy. Just get this boy in. This lad is exactly what we need. How easy? How are we not getting the scouting department to look at these players and go, yeah, Ruben, yeah, Rios, yeah, he's the boy. This lad has had a really good Club World Cup. Now, look, I'm not asked about the Club World Cup. I'm going to be honest with you. But when you watch this lad is tenacious. This lad is a scrapper. This lad has that fight and that grit. How many times have we seen United players over the last 2 or 3 years pull out of tackles? How many times have we seen United lads at the end of every game against their biggest fucking rivals after being absolutely pegged? Shaking hands, arm round there, doing the, yeah, love you to pieces, mate. Yeah, no, fuck you, not. It happens all the time. These South Americans, they don't come to make friends. They come to kick fuck out of each other. Yeah? That's what we need. That's what we need. Yes, Ben. LB will be coming on this stream soon. He owes me now. He absolutely owes me. Geordie 2 for life. Hope you are well. I've been late due to going out for a walk with the dog. I'll catch up later from when you started. Hope you're well, buddy. Justice for Anana. This is horrendous. Garnacho. Hoyland, yeah. Well, joke's on you, manager Vite. I'm sorry if I've said your name. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong there. We're stuck with him, mate. And yeah, big up. Like the video. Make sure you are liking the video, people. As I say, we are absolutely grown as a community, by the way. We've been doing this less than a month, and already we are about to hit 350 subs. Somebody let me know where we are with that. We are doing the right things. This is a fan channel that you come, you give your opinions, and we talk it through. None of this reading out your chats and going, you're a bastard, you don't know what you're talking about. We don't do that here. Respectful, and we speak. Yes, fantastic. I would have signed a keeper first and foremost. Well, look, United versus everybody. As we discussed last night, John Victor is going to be that keeper. I firmly believe that. For the money that is being quoted for this bloke, I think we get John Victor in. You got to remember as well, this is something with John Victor. He has aspirations of going to the World Cup with Brazil. He wants to come and play football. He wants to test himself at a higher standard. Manchester United have the ability here to bring in a goalkeeper, and I'm not going to go over it too much, to bring in a goalkeeper to challenge Onana. And this is another thing with Onana. Is he fucking injured or is he not? Which one is it? We're hearing so many conflicting reports with this. Big up yourself there, Shai. Big up yourself. Mid-table, championship. Now I know you're lying. Obviously in the mud, dead midfield. Not a fan of Douglas Luiz's injuries. Completely agree with that. Big up, Dan. You have given me some hope. That's what we do. Look, Manchester United fans, there's a lot of City fans nearby, looks a bit, but Manchester United fans, this is my job this season, to try and get the positivity back. Jesus Christ, it was hard last season. It was absolute torture. However, I'm confident that this season, I'm not confident we're getting Premier League. I'm not confident we're getting Champions League. I'm a realist, and I think about where Manchester United need to be. As long as we get Europe this season, I don't give a flying fuck where we finish. I will take us finishing Europe and getting bantered for finish 7th or 8th. I don't care. Don't care. We've just come off the back of our worst season ever. The only thing we can do now is focus on pushing forwards. Yeah, come on now. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Why not? Longstaff on his way, so don't worry. Absolutely not. Come on now. Andrew says, we'll be better than last season, and Brian and Cunha will help the game, help the attack and bring levels to Xerxes' game. Okay, see, a lot of people, I've seen so many people talking about this Xerxes, Brian, and Cunha trio and how it could work. I'm still not sold on it. I'm still not sold on it. I don't see it as, I just don't see it as the one. I don't see it as the one for me that you look at and you go, yeah, we can absolutely, nah, I don't see it. Don't see it. One to go with the subs, guys. Let's get those subs up. Let's get those subs up. Come on now. Well, you have some work to do. I can't lie. Absolutely, Herbal. But look, you've got to keep focused. You've got to keep positive. You've got to look at it, haven't you? Spammers out there. They're okay, Chappie. They're okay. They're good. They're good. Moxie says, the home hopefuls are in, I see. Even on YouTube, it'll always be red. Oh, here we go. Transfer ban, believe me, says Cavani. No, I wish it was the proper Cavani. So Jim needs to go now or spend. Okay, that's fine. And we're on 360. Are we on 350? There we go. 350, guys. Well done. Big up yourselves. We got 350. We're still here for half an hour. Let's keep going. Let's keep going with the positivity. Yes. Yes. Now, there is other news coming in today, and it's always the way with Manchester United. It's always the way when for every bit of positive news, there has to be something that comes and you go, oh, for fuck's sake. Twanzebe suing Manchester United for clinical negligence. Now, I'm going to get into a couple of things with this. It was an injury from 2022, July 2022. And I want to go through a few things with this, okay? So just to explain how this works. Now, I had to go and get my facts for this. I wasn't about to sit here and pretend I was a doctor. Mrs. Robinson's a nurse, but I'm not even going to try and bring her in on that. So there's a big difference in filing a suit and proving fault in medical malpractice, okay? Need to know, right? Need to know the true club and the medical department's liability versus any potential contributing negligence by players or others involved. Documentation of care is key. Let the facts and the process play out. Now, with this straight away, there's something that rings in my ears with this, right? There's a little, there's something that rings in my ears. If this is true, okay, now Twanzebe did struggle with a lot of injuries. I remember when he come through for us, and I remember when he played against PSG and man-marked Mbappe out the game. What a night that was. Do you remember that, lads? Champions League. Fuck me, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. We have seen players struggle with injuries time and time and time again at Manchester United. So when I looked at this news at first, and I thought, oh, fuck off, Twanzebe, we're trying to be positive here. I then deeped it. There has been so many fans, Manchester United fans, myself have said it, where we look at the injuries and we go, how are we getting so many injuries still? After all this time, how are Manchester United still getting all of these ridiculous injuries? Why is it taking so long for these players to get back to full fitness? You know, we've seen it with Mason Mount. We've seen it with Martinez. We saw it with Maguire a couple of seasons ago. Is there a question to be asked here about the medical team at Manchester United? Now, look, we get bantered all the time for our chicken. You know, it's abysmal. Our kitchens are overrun apparently by rats. But let's talk serious here. Is there a potential problem with Manchester United and their medical department? Because I'm telling you now, Manchester United for so long, we have struggled to get a full squad fit for a season. And I remember back in the day when we would go a full season, we wouldn't have to rotate the team ridiculously, but we would go a full season and our most important players would be there thick and thin. Is there a question there? Let me go through some of these comments. I want you to answer that. And I want you to be. I want you to genuinely think about that. Going to keep an eye on youngsters and Cunha, that fixture, Dan. Yeah, completely agree. Who else we got? I think there are a few players which are going to come through this year. Well, Andy, they absolutely do. They absolutely do. We're going to have a lot of players that are going to come through this season. We've seen a few of them already in the postseason friendlies that we did in where was it? Hong Kong. That Fofana guy from Lyon is pretty mint, but I think he's already signed for another French club, probably be PSG, and I don't see him wanting to come anywhere near Manchester United. Lacey Mantato should be promoted. I watched the academy. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely agree. Look at that, 350. 31 likes. Let's get those likes up, people. 91 people in here. It takes 1 second to hit the like button. Get those likes up. Big up yourself. Big up yourselves. Simon says, hey, Dan, I'm new to this channel. If we watch the way modern football is played, wing-backs are very important. But my opinion, we do not have good enough wing-backs or full-backs. Give them time, Simon, okay? Give them time. We've got a lot of people that say Dorgu's crap and he's not good enough. He come in the middle of a season where we were playing our worst football. I'm fully expecting our wing-backs to be in a massive improvement this season. With the pre-season, obviously we'll see him more when it comes to the pre-season friendlies with Leeds, and then it's West Ham, Bournemouth, and who else is it? Who else is it? Is it Everton? We'll see them improve, I think. And you've got to remember, our wing-backs this season are going to look a lot different to last season. So we're going to have a fully fit Dalot. I think he will be battling with Diallo, and I think Diallo will start as that wing-back every time over him, to be honest. Then on the left, you're going to have Dorgu, Amas. You've also got Diego Leon. We're going to see what he looks like in pre-season. I can't lie to any of you. I'm so excited for these pre-season friendlies to watch the wing-backs and see exactly what they bring. I really want this Diego Leon to come in and show something. I don't expect him to start games in the Premier League straight away, but he has come in with a proper attitude of, I ain't here to make friends. I'm here to make fucking money. Yeah, I'm here to come in here and win things. And that is exactly what you need. So keep an eye on the wing-backs. That's all I'll say. And we are 6 away from 360, guys. This is 7 minutes ago. Fuck me. I better get my ass into gear. And big up Dan here from Judge's channel. Hope you are well. It's me, Everest. Victor is more comfortable coming off his line, but he has an error in him. Don't all goalkeepers, though. United versus everybody. Name me a goalkeeper that's never made an error. They all do it. It's the hardest position on the pitch. Remember, we don't have European football next season. We don't need a big squad. Love back. The percentage of likes is not mathing, says Paul. Yes, get those likes up, people. Let's get those likes up. And, of course, big up the OGs, regulars, and the newbies. Okay, so here we go. I'll take this. I'll take this on board. United finishing top half at best. Wow, that hurts. That hurts. And, yeah, make sure you're liking the stream. On the positive side, you stayed up. Well, Tom, I mean, we look at that, don't we? We look at that. We love that. Lee says, the best I can see United finishing this year is 7th. Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle, Villa are better squads. Lee, I take that. I will take that other than Villa. Villa are trying to get rid of some players, and I haven't seen Villa do anything in the transfer window yet. People talk about United being an absolute bag of shit with these signings that we're not making. Well, hang on a second, yeah? Hang on a second. Where are Villa in all this? Okay, Villa seem to be missing so much. Okay, so much of all this negativity to my club. Where's the negativity to Villa? Where is it? Where is it, yo? And yes, big up, Dan. Big up. Xerxes not good enough. No, not enough goals in him. And what else have we got? With all the positivity around the squad, surely the managers have to be behind the manager. The players have to be behind the manager. It can only be a good thing. Completely agree. And of course, there we go. I need to get through some of these fucking. Look at this, man. Look at this. If you are new, there is a fair few of you in this chat. Make sure you are subscribing and make sure you are liking the channel. Lee Judges, Ray, thank you very much, Lee. Massive, massive shout out to Judges there. And it's Potts as well. Of course, it's Potts. Of course. Look at these likes. Get these likes up. We are trying to get to 500 people. So let's try and get the. Right. Hang on. 100 likes for United's failure. Sophie, you know I love you. You know I love you, but I can't take that. 2 cups in the last 3 seasons. We're not that bad. Yeah? Well, we are bad, but we're not that bad. Another raid. Look at this. And well, of course, welcome. I've said all along that Dorgu will improve, as you said, when he came in January, a new league and different way of playing. He'll definitely show more after these 6 months. A full pre-season will help. Like I said to you, and I want you to listen to this, Manchester United fans, rival fans, welcome. There's a lot of you doing a Potts raid. Thank you so much to Potts and Judges. I absolutely appreciate that. Thank you very much. And yes, she did say smash the fucking likes. This pre-season now, we've had the 2 weeks, okay? Let me tell you, take you down the road, okay? We've had the Cunha signing, the start. Everyone went, "Vah!" Then it went dead, okay? Then it went completely sour. We're still waiting for Brian now. Then we had the freedom fighters of 5, okay? That we're still waiting for them to get out of the club. We have to look past that. Brian will get done this week. I'm telling you now, Brian will get done this week. Moving on from that, we have got our pre-season friendlies. Now, we are going to see a different Manchester United. And you know something? We fucking have to see a new Manchester United, okay? Gone are the days of us going, well, do you know something? We had a slightly bad season, but it's okay. We're Manchester United. We'll be back up there. That ain't the way it works anymore, people. Okay? I'm testing 1, 2. That ain't the way it works anymore. The days of Manchester United being that club that can have one bad season, then go out there, throw all the money out there, bring all these players in, it's done. It's done. Manchester United now are in the rebirth stage, and we have to. We absolutely have to. We have to take the time now, and this is me being completely frank with you. We have to take the time to assess what happened last season, learn from our mistakes. That's not going to happen straight away, but we have to move forward. These pre-season friendlies are going to tell us a lot about Manchester United and what they're going to do next season. At first, when I saw it was against Premier League teams, I looked and I went, why? Fucking why? Why not? We absolutely need it to be against Premier League teams. What did Manchester United struggle against last season? Premier League teams, mate, yeah? Premier League teams. So I'm buzzing. I'm so buzzing this week. Couldn't pass for his life. Okay. I'll throw a question back to you. Is it that he couldn't pass, or is it that there was nobody getting on the end of any of his fucking crosses? Because I saw that guy chuck so much in the box at the end of last season. And who did he have to aim for? Rasmus Højlund. Fantastic. Rasmus Højlund, the same guy who scored, 4 or 5 goals in the Prem last season? Can't keep going at Dorgu, man. Can't keep going. And let's make sure we're getting those likes up, people. Get those likes up. We have had a raid from LB and Potts and Judges. Thank you so much. Dan, if you're not on the 12th man, what other channels can you be on? I've started a petition. Potts is going to have to listen. He's going to have to get me back on there. But do you know something? I'm absolutely enjoying doing my own thing at the moment. I'm really enjoying this. Really, really enjoying this at the moment. And what are we doing? 100 likes now? Are we at 100? Dan Potts asks, where are the signings for Manchester United? Wayne, they are coming. The problem is, Manchester United, as we know, don't have the money. They don't have the money to bring the signings in. We know that. We've said this for so long. We've said this for so long, that Manchester United, and what I don't get, right, let me tell you something, Wayne, okay? This isn't aimed at you, don't worry, mate. It's all love. But this is where I get angry with Manchester United fans, okay? And this community of Manchester United fans that watch this, you know that my love for you is top. But when I go on Twitter and I see Osimhen's gone to Galatasaray, fucking hell. Gyökeres has gone to Arsenal, fuck's sake. Ekitike is going to Newcastle United. What are we doing? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, we have just come off the back of our worst season. We got rejected by Delap, yeah? We got rejected by Delap. In what world is Manchester United going to go, what, Delap said, hang on a minute. Yeah, Amorim. Yeah. Delap said, no, mate. Right. Okay, yeah. Go out there and get me Osimhen, Gyökeres, or Ekitike. I don't care how much it costs. Get it done. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. We are in a rebuild, okay? We can't afford to go out there and throw 100 million at a player. So I just don't get it with some United fans. And I'm sick to death of seeing some of these fan channels that are going, it's ridiculous, it's a disgrace. Gyökeres would have changed everything. Gyökeres has done what Brian done for Manchester United. He gave his word to Arsenal and it's happened. Honestly, man, it just frustrates me. Is that true? Are we really close to 500? If that's true, that is absolutely incredible. Where else are we here? Everyone okay? I think 15 years. Nah, it's not going to take 15 years to sort Manchester United out. Absolutely not, Sophie. Does Amorim have the balls to drop Bruno? I don't see him starting in this team with Brian and Cunha in the attacking positions and in deeper positions. Different style midfielders will be needed. Look, I honestly feel like with okay, I've got to say this the right way here. So Bruno Fernandes, like him, loathe him, hate him. I don't know how you can hate him, but you don't know about it really. But he will always do his best for Manchester United. And we have lacked that for so long. Now, yeah, do I think he should be captain of Manchester United? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He's not captain material. But what I am going to say is this guy is going to put everything into play and where Manchester United want him to play. Now, he's 31. Is he 30, 31? Do I see him as being that player able to do the 6 or the 8? 6, definitely not. But what I see him doing is being that deep lying playmaker. He's got it in his locker to be able to ping balls here, there, and everywhere. He is also going to have players in front of him that will pick up the load. This guy's had to do everything on his own for so long. You think about it, in a midfield where he has had to either be the pinnacle of McFred, Eriksen, Casemiro when he was out of form, Ugarte when he was struggling. Everything has fallen on Bruno Fernandes. But the caveat to that is, I absolutely don't think that Amorim looks at him and says, I can't drop him. Amorim has got that in him. If you're not playing, if you're not doing it correctly, he will pull. I was going to say pull you off. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Not getting in there. I agree. This is not being negative. It's being realistic. Completely. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. And Donna, I hope you are well, my friend. I hope you are well. The Queen. The absolute Queen. Queen Sophie and Queen Donna. And get those likes up and subscribe. Crosses are a lot because since Hoyland's a bloody lot. Come on, man. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. And yes, let's help, guys. If you are new, make sure you are hitting the subscribe button and make sure you are liking the video. We are literally on the cusp of something fantastic here. We started 3 weeks ago and we're already doing something fantastic here. Sorry, let's go to Andy first. So Andy says, do you think the club not informing the fans as to what is going on keeps us arguing with each other so it takes the heat off the owners? Look, Andy, we know that this is what they do. They are the master of the dark arts. The people who own this club are the masters of that. They are happy to watch Manchester United fans go at each other. In the meantime, they sit there going, they haven't got a fucking clue what we're on about. Now, what I find very, very surprising is that we haven't yet seen a Ruben Amorim interview. I was expecting that at least a week ago. And I think there's a reason for this. And I think we all know what the reason is. It's because Ruben Amorim will say it as it is. And I think they're absolutely terrified of a reporter going, Ruben, where's Brian and Mbeumo? And Ruben going, you fucking tell me. We got his car parking space over there. I saved him a spot over there next to Cunha. We got his shirt in there. You tell me. There has to be an interview from this manager. We need this manager to come out and tell us what's happening. The only things we get from the club, as we know, are brilliant. So, Seb Coe's going to be doing the stadium. Who gives a flying fuck? That could come out in November. Don't care. What else do we get? Oh, yeah, the lads are back at the grind. Fantastic. Lovely. Brilliant. What else do we get? Carrington upgraded. Brilliant. Could have put that in a fucking newsletter. What Manchester United fans need, what Manchester United fans want is an update on what we're doing with the playing squad. Now, look, we have been linked with so many players this summer that if I tried listing them all now, I would run out of air. But something's got to hit. We're waiting for that first domino. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Like I said at the start of the video, if you're new, we are getting rid of these 5 players. Believe that. We are taking that power stance. Believe that. We have done the right thing in dragging these 5 bozos back from their holidays. Rashford come back a week ago, to be fair to him. Fucking Sancho, I don't care. Garnacho, classic Garnacho. Let's take a picture of myself on a private jet saying coming. Who gives a fuck? But we took these 5 players, we told them to get back to that club, and then do you know what we did? We said, you're not going to train with the first team, you're not going to train with the kids, you can come at 5 p.m., do your own thing. This is going to absolutely push the players with their agents to do the right thing, and that's get the hell out of my club. Moxie says he had to play the 8 role a lot anyway last season, but will definitely need legs in behind him as the 6. Well, yeah, of course, the problem's going to be if you've got a Maguire and a De Ligt behind him, then it completely exposes that, which is why I say we need Richard Rios. Absolutely. As a Liverpool fan, I think Bruno is awful. The guy hoofs the ball every time. Okay. Have a look at... Look, respectfully, you've seen the Manchester United team, yeah? One guy cannot do it all on his own. So if he's trying to push the team up the field, then that's what it has to be. But I don't think he hoofs it all the time, man. Mr. Likes a Keen. Yeah, completely agree. Only Queen Donna. Have I started something there? I've started there. Let me have a look at that in a second. And then we've got what club informs its fans of its every move behind the scenes in the transfer window. That is a valid point, United versus everybody. But we need something. We need something. We're not even getting fucking linked anymore. Let's have a look at what we got. I'm missing comments. What's the routine for the live stream in this community? 9 o'clock every night, bar a Saturday when Mrs. Robinson tells me I've got to go and do husband duties. Not like that. Get your mind out the gutter. I bet you are, Prince Charming, Ryan. And then we've also got, let's have a look before I finish. Winning team photos. Guys, if there's one thing I fucking hate, it's winning team photos in training. I can't stand it. And can everyone in the chat hit the like button? It's free. Thank you very much. Moxie says, I just don't think Berardi and Wilcox are the type to come out spreading rumours without any substance. I also don't think there has to be an interview by Amorim, but there will be one before the Leeds game. Yeah, but Moxie, do you not want that opportunity for the manager to come out and tell us exactly what he feels? Come on. And let's make sure we're hitting the likes, people. Let's make sure we're hitting the likes. And guys, we are just 7 away from 370. Make sure you are hitting the subscribe button. It'd be fantastic if we could get to 370 before the end of the stream. Bruno numbers are great. You cannot run them down. Yeah, completely agree. And players looking lean, seeing fan base getting happy of the look of Leon. Yeah, well, this is the thing, though. Okay, this is the thing. Where's that picture I got last night? Where's that picture? Let me get this picture back up for you. Here we go. Where are you? There he is. Right, so this is the picture. This is the pictures that have been released the last few weeks. And look, of course it's positive. We've all said that players are completely looking out of sorts with Manchester United, looking like they're lacking fitness. Well, this, it helps. And I'm more than happy to sit here and gas up about this. But what I absolutely need to see is these players go out there with this newfound fitness and smash it up for the club, okay? Now, our numbers last season were atrocious. When you compare them to a lot of the big 6 teams, in fact, a lot of the top 10 teams, we were outran, we were outmuscled. This next season, this season, this absolutely has to be a change in the way we do things. This absolutely has to be the change in the way we do things. Yeah. Do you know something? I'd have sold him, by the way. I'd have absolutely sold him. And yeah, big up to LB and Judges and Dan Potts there for the for the raid there. Still saying Dorgu can't make 5-yard passes and it's not acceptable, but he has time to prove you wrong. That's all I ask, Wahaha, is you give him time. Give him a chance to do what he can do. And yes, make sure you're hitting the like button, people. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Right, guys, it's been a fantastic stream. This is your time now to ask me the questions. If there's something you want to go through, I'm going to give you the time, because this is what we do. I give back to the people that I love the most. But let's have a look at this. What we got? Jose, Ollie, Ten Hag, Amorim, all have criticised a lack of fitness in the squad. I needed that. They absolutely have, and look what happened to them. I tell you what, people are talking about this in the chat. The Ekatike news. This is where I get very, very frustrated. Very, 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 very frustrated with Manchester United and their transfer, the way they do things. Okay. And I've seen the questions. We'll go through them in a second. You look at Newcastle. Newcastle have gone out there in the last 2 days. Well, no, we won't say 2 days. We'll say the week. We'll say the week. And they've gone out there and they've absolutely torn it up. Ekatike. I know they were linked with them a couple of years ago, but they've gone out there. They've sent the delegate over there. They reckon that will get done. Elanga. Okay. You look at Arsenal. Arsenal fans went into meltdown with Madueke. But for a Madueke, they went out there and got Gyökeres. Manchester United have to be more savvy. They have to be more transfer savvy. And let's get those likes up, people. Okay, Mustafa says, would you play the kids or the first team on Saturday, Dan? I play a mixture of the both, is my honest answer. I really want to see players like Luke Shaw, Mason Mount. Who else is there that's been struggling? I don't know if DeLitte's fit. I want to see the players who have struggled with injuries last season be put through their paces in pre-season to see if they've got the stones to carry on and get a full season out of them. Who's starting left wing back, Dan? Is it? I think it's Dorgu. I don't even think we need to. Yeah, it's Dorgu for me. Look, Luke Shaw will not play left wing back for Manchester United. That's a fact. He will be a left-sided centre back moving forward. How long will Luke Shaw last in a friendly, lol? Put your answers in there for him. Put your answers in there for Andy. 45 minutes maximum. What will be your lineup during the pre-season? Says it's me, Everest. Oh, you got me on the spot now. Well, it'll have to be Vitek at the moment, or maybe I don't know if Binder will do it. Vitek, I think the centre backs will be Maguire, Aidan Heaven, and Lenny Yoro. Left wing back will be Dorgu. I think right wing back will be either Mazraoui or Delo because we haven't got Brian in yet. The midfielders will be Ugarte, Casemiro, or Bruno and Mainu. So there's 4 to pick from there. Stipmanek, I think the first one on Saturday will be Mainu and Casemiro. And I think that they will have, Mainu and Bruno. And then I think you'll have Cunha and Ahmad in the 10 with Xerxes up top there. Question for Dan. Who are your favourite United channels that are not United Stand or the United View? My favourite channel, I always gas him up, is United People's TV. Sam at United People's TV. He's an absolute superstar. He looks at things with a calmness. And you know something? There have been so many times where I've gone onto streams, seen people rage. I go over to him and he's just like this, just talks nice and calm, and it's fine. Brilliant channel. Absolutely brilliant channel. What is my realistic league position this year, says Ryan? I think, look, I'm just going to say Europe. I don't care if Europe is 9th or 8th or 7th. As long as it's Europe, I don't care. But Europe is the absolute minimum for Manchester United this season. United, everybody says we need to build, not buy. Can't let other clubs' business force us into reacting and just buying for the sake of it. It's what got us into this mess. United, everybody, I normally agree, but we've signed one player, bro. We've signed one player, and we're on the 14th of July. The season starts in a month. It's not about being forced into transfers, dude. It's about going out there and trying to better a squad that was absolutely horrendous last season, for me anyway. What did I have for dinner? Do you know I didn't have any fucking dinner? I've had no dinner, and the wife's dragging me to the gym after this. I had a packet of crisps. Redonkulous stuff. Would I take Harvey Elliott? I'm Liverpool and think he's class. Lee, he would never come to United. Harvey Elliott, his stock's gone up though after a fantastic Euros. I think he had a fantastic end to the season with England there. Why have the club aligned with why have the club alienated Malacia? He hasn't done anything wrong or disrespected the club, except that he's not good enough. So this is where, Nick, I honestly feel like Manchester United are doing the right thing. As you are completely right, he's done nothing wrong. He's not disrespected the club, and I get that. But as you've just said, he's not good enough. Manchester United for too long have kept these players that are not good enough, and somehow they'll have a decent performance when they come on as a sub, and straight away back in the fold, we give them another chance. This is where we have to make sure that if you're not good enough, and let's be honest, with last season's performances, who was fucking good enough, that you're out the club. So I absolutely back the decision with Malacia. I absolutely do. And don't consider, I can see why. I can absolutely see why. I hear with signing Brian, right wing back will be Ahmad. Do you think it's a good idea? Can he defend? I said that I've been saying this for weeks, mate. I've got no problem with Ahmad doing it there because he is so tricky on that wing and he gets up that pitch so quick. His transition with players, the little triangles, and off he goes. I think that's his position moving forward, and I don't have any concern there, is what I'm saying. Was good to see Leacher coming back in pre-season this morning. Yeah, honestly, Manchester United fans, don't get gassed about Martinez though. He has still got a long way to go from what they're saying. Long way. He's obviously coming in and doing gym work, but he is the one player in that team we cannot rush back. We've done that twice now, and look at where he is. We need this guy back, and we need to see if he can still do it at a top level because he's had an ACL. He's done his ankle. Did he do his knee as well against West Ham? This guy needs a chance to recover. Absolute chance to recover. And so, Dan, we will play you at midnight on the 27th. We'll be watching. There will be a watch-along. Come on. We're going to be doing this. We are going to be talking this. Yeah, Kaz is a great talker. He is. He's fantastic. I've been on a couple of streams with him. Nice bloke. And yes, we are skinned. Sorry if someone asked, but what's your thoughts on Tesco Links? No chance. Ginesta, honestly, mate, no chance. We can't afford him. Like, if we couldn't afford to go in for, if we're still struggling with the Brian deal, if we couldn't go in there and get Ekatike for the money that was quoted, there is no chance we're getting Sesko. It wouldn't surprise me if he ends up in Saudi. Wouldn't surprise me. Europe has definitely got to be the minimum targets, so top 8 or the FA Cup. Yeah, fantastic. And let's make sure we're subscribing. Malacia, another Ten Hag donkey. Yeah, he was. Do you know what? He was decent when he come in the door. Had a couple of decent performances. Had that injury, and I think he's just looked absolute pony since he's been back. Getting sleepy now. Take care, everyone. Like and subscribe. Hope you're well. It's me, Everest. Have a nice evening, mate. Night. It's night where you are. United should not walk away from the Brian deal. Let Wilcox and Brada find the funding internally. Manchester United will not walk away from that deal. We've got too much riding. We would be absolutely bantered if we walked away from that now. I expect that to be done this week. I expect that to be done in line with the kit release. Honestly do. Ahmad right wing back will work because he's hard working. Will be up and down the wing constantly and will be given the license to attack and won't have to defend too much with the three centre backs. There we go, Lucas. Fantastic. That is. Is Amorim good enough in your opinion? Yes, I think he is. I think he's taken over an absolute bag of shit. And look, the proof's going to be in the pudding, Lee, isn't it? Next season. If we're still in the same situation come November, December, well, then questions are going to have to be asked. But if we're bringing the players in for this formation for him to work, you have to think he's going to get it right. Malacia and Antony are not a bad attitude, but they just are not going to be in Amorim's scheme. So there's no point including them in the first team training. Absolutely agree with that. Don't think Malacia ever looked decent. Always looks limited and even slow. There we go. And who do I rate most out of this? Mateta and Watkins. I'm going to go Mateta, you know. I think Mateta's a beast. I think he's so strong. He in the FA Cup final against City, when they knew they weren't going to have that much possession, he was so good in what he did, holding the ball up, bringing people in. I'd absolutely take a punt on Mateta. Only United know what is really happening, says Chappie. And if Højlund starts another game, I'm immediately Amorim out. Well, mate, you might be on Saturday, or are you talking Premier League? Look, guys, before I go, Højlund is going nowhere at this point in time. We are not signing a striker. We can get gassed up all of the time about we're linked with everybody. We've got to look properly at this. We've got to think with our heads. Be thinkers, not stinkers, okay? And we've got to think about this. If we're struggling to get Brian over the line, then in what world do you honestly feel like we're going to go out there and get these top strikers? So when we look at Watkins, when we look at Visser, when we look at Mateta, when we look at Ivan Toney, we got so much work to do with outgoings before we get these boys in. Absolutely factual. You will do well as you talk sense. Good luck and hit the likes. Thank you very much, Lee. Massive appreciation with that. And Milton says Amorim has a tough job on his hands, but then it's what he's paid to deal with. Hope he finds the solutions. Yes, correct. Ginesta, thank you for the love. Make sure you subscribe, guys. And there we go. Moxie, I've outlasted Moxie for once. Okay, people, I'm off ski. But as always, enjoyed the chat and let's keep our community growing. Brian Brigade. Oot! Fantastic, mate. Fantastic. And we still have two better strikers than Højlund. Are you talking about Chida Obi and Xerxes? I still don't see Xerxes as the number 9 that we need. Night Dan, another good stream. Road to 500 is on. Thank you very much, Lucas. Much love to you, my friend. Striker is not that important. I want a good goalkeeper, says Gear Shifter. And we'll end it on that, guys. Thank you very much for the raid. Thank you for the love. If you've not already done so, hit the like, smash the fucking subscribe button. Let's smash the shit out of it, yeah? And I will see you all tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Is tomorrow the day that we finally get the breakthrough with Brian? You have to, I tell you what you have to do. You got to have a faith. And that's what I'm going to do. Manchester United fans, Brian Brigade, Dan United is Oota!